Hello everyone, welcome back to IT Samurai Teacher. I'm Sheikh Abdul, and today I'll be showing you how to download and install VirtualBox on your Windows machine. But before we dive into the installation process, let's take a moment to talk about what VirtualBox is and why it's such a powerful tool. VirtualBox is a free and open source virtualization software developed by Oracle. It allows you to run multiple operating systems simultaneously on your computer without the need for additional hardware. Imagine having Windows, Linux, and even Mac OS all running on the same machine. That's the magic of virtualization. Whether you are into cybersecurity, ethical hacking, software development, or just want to explore a different kind of operating system, VirtualBox provides a safe and isolated environment to do so. You can test applications, simulate networks, or practice security techniques without affecting your main system. And the best part, it's completely free. This makes it an accessible tool for students, professionals, and tech enthusiasts alike. So if you're ready to unlock a world of possibilities, let's get started with downloading and installing the VirtualBox on your Windows computer. Okay, first let's head out to the official VirtualBox website. Open your preferred web browser and type www.virtualbox.org. You can see in here www.virtualbox.org. This is the home page for Oracle VM VirtualBox. Remember, it's important to download software, any kind of software, from the official source to ensure security and authenticity. Now, on the home page, you'll find information about latest releases, features, and documentation. For now, we are interested in downloading the software. So let's go to top of this. You can see on the second tab and click download to go to the download window. Here you will see VirtualBox binaries for various host operating system. Since we installing on Windows, click on Windows host. You can see it's going to download. So this start downloading the VirtualBox install for Windows. The file size around 100 MB or so. It should download quickly depending on the internet speed. So we can say 106 MB is already downloaded very fast. So while we're here, it's a good idea to download the VirtualBox extension pack. This adds additional features like USB 2 and 3 support, RDP, and disk encryption. So we can say accept and download. So to download this extension pack, keep in mind that extension pack is optional but recommended for enhanced functionality. So I'm going to download. So I recommend to go ahead and download the extension pack too. So I'm going to click accept and download. You can see it's downloading. It's like 21.9 MB. So we download both host file, the main file, and the extension pack. Right, once the download is complete, navigate to your downloads folder or wherever your browser saves the files. Double click the installation file. So this is the installation file. This is the main file. You can see VirtualBox and the version number and WinXE. This is the we download the extension pack. Once you download the host file, double click and it will open the launch setup wizard. If you receive a user account control prompt asking for permissions, click yes to proceed. I'm going to say next. So this setup wizard will guide you through the installation. So we click next from the welcome screen. I'm going to accept the license agreement. You can read the license agreement and hit next. So here you can choose if you want to choose which features to install and where to install them. Unless you have a specific preferences, it's best to leave these settings at their default. So I'm going to leave it there default. I'm going to hit next. So you might see a warning, the network interface will be temporarily reset. This means your network connection may drop for a moment during the installation. I'm going to click yes. It's going to. Alright, so while I'm trying to install the VirtualBox 7.12, I encountered this prompt regarding missing dependencies. So the installer is warning me at the Python core and Win32 API libraries need to be installed for certain Python based features in VirtualBox to work. So this happened because VirtualBox relies on Python for automation and scripting tasks, and in Windows environments it uses the Win32 API to interact with the system level feature. Here's what you need to do. If you're just using VirtualBox for basic virtual machine management, you can ignore this message and continue by clicking yes to proceed with the installation. You will be able to use the VirtualBox without the Python related features. If you plan on using advanced scripting or automation VirtualBox like managing VMs using Python script, you should install the missing dependencies. So you need to go Python and download and install those, and so those kind of stuff. So I will think that you need only the basic. We're going to start, so I'm going to say yes. Now we come to the shortcut, creating shortcuts. So I'm going to keep that everything default, and I'm going to click next. Excuse me. Okay, so now we are ready to install. Click the install to begin the installation process. This installer will copy all necessary files to your system. This might take a few minutes. During the installation, Windows may prompt you to confirm the installation of device software, those kind of stuff, because I already have everything, so I don't have it, so it's just finished. But just in case, if probably in your case it will pop up to install the drivers and some kind of features, so you need to make sure that you install, because sometimes if you don't have a Hyper-V enabled, so it will ask you to enable Hyper-V stuff. So make sure you just follow that steps and follow those, install the drivers, necessary things to run the VirtualBox, additional stuff. So make sure you install those kind of stuff. So once you're done, this will be normal setup. Okay, now so once the installation is complete, make sure to start the Oracle VMbox. Check and click finish, because we need to run the extension pack next. So you can see just pop up in here. Me little bit minimize so you can see everything. To do it like that. Okay, now let's go install the extension pack which we downloaded earlier. Go to files, click tools, and after that you can select extension pack manager. Click that. So alternatively, you can press Ctrl and G to open the preference and select extension. So click edit package icon. You can here install the extension pack. Click that one. Now I'm going to the downloads and I'm going to see the extension pack which I installed. Now you can see the VirtualBox question is you are about to install the VirtualBox extension pack. Extension packs complement functionality of VirtualBox and can contain system level software that could be potentially harmful to your system. Please review the description below and only proceed if you have obtained the extension pack from trusted source. Do you remember that the first time from the beginning I told you always down reliable source? That's mean the company website, whatever the Oracle who made this Oracle, go to their company website, download everything, the softwares. So don't download some third-party websites, because you have no idea, some hackers they put their own code and stuff, so once you install you can get hack your machine. So it's very serious issue. So always download from the source, verify source. So that's why even the Oracle VirtualBox telling make sure you download from their website. You can see in the description Oracle Cloud, infrastructure integration, host, webcam, VirtualBox, RDP, PXE-ROM, disk encryption, VME, full VM encryption. So everything's there. So I'm going to click install and I'm going to accept the agreement. If you stay up, it will be gray out. So once you go down, then it will be pop up. After that, it will always pop up to, you can click agree or disagree. So I click agree. So the extension pack will now install. This should only take a few moments. Yes, I think it's already installed. You can see the version number in here. Let me see, I cannot drag it. So this is the version pack. It's installed and ready to go. And that's it. VirtualBox and extension pack are now installed on your Windows machine. You are now ready to create your first virtual machine, whether you are planning to explore different operating system like test application or delve into a cybersecurity practice in a safe environment. VirtualBox you have covered. Now that we have VirtualBox installed, let's create a simple virtual machine. This will give you a head start and show you how easy it's to get set up, get up and running. Let's go ahead, click this one because you're in the extension pack. You cannot go from here, but once you click this, you can go to welcome. So you go to the first page. Okay, let me give you a quick tour on VirtualBox interface. At the center of the screen, you can see a welcome message from VirtualBox highlighting the main purpose of this window: creating, importing and managing virtual machines, VMs, on your computer. On the left side, you can see this section. As we start creating virtual machines, they will appear in a list. This is where you can manage all your VMs in one place. Right now it's empty, but once we create our first VM, you will see listed here. At the top, you have main toolbar. These icons are shortcuts for frequently used tasks. Preferences allow you to configure VirtualBox settings. Import, it's for bringing in pre-configured virtual machines. Export lets you save your VMs for backup or sharing. New is where you will create a brand new virtual machine, which we'll do shortly. Added allows you to add existing virtual machines that's already saved on your disk. To the right, you have two options: basic mode and expert mode. So this is where you select your preferred experience mode. Basic mode hides some advanced options, giving you simplified, clean interface that's perfect if you're just getting started. Expert mode unlocks all the advanced functionality for users who want to complete control over their virtual machines. You can always switch between these modes depending on your level of expertise and the type of task you are performing. At the bottom, there's a reminder that you can press F1 to access instant help or visit VirtualBox website for more information news. If you can't see F1 here, just once you're in the interface, just press F1 key on your keyboard, so it will pop up. See, it just pop up, so you can see all this information starting the virtual machine, all the information in here. Just if you really want to read creating a virtual machine and blah blah, everything is there. I mean, it's not going to give you like a practical experience, but then you will get some kind of knowledge of reading these articles and stuff. I never go through this, but if you can go through this and find out if it's helpful or not, but it's too much things to read, so it's good to, you know, troubleshoot and find something if you really want, like those kind of stuff. So it's a good one. Press F1, close that and get F1 key and it will pop up. Okay, now let's start our first virtual machine. This is for the testing purposes, so you have idea how to create a virtual machine, but I'm going to create a simple virtual machine. But my upcoming videos, I'm going to create something very cool virtual machine, like hacking stuff, cyber security stuff, how to create some own Kali Linux box, everything. So stay tuned. Okay, so let's just showing you a simple virtual machine how to create. So you can see in here, when you click new, I will give you just guide you what are this name. So in the name field you can give a virtual machine name or descriptive name. For this test machine I'm going to call test VM. So leave the default folder as it is, or change if you want to store your virtual machine files in a different location. So I'm going to keep it default, I'm not going to change it, so I know where the VirtualBox change. But if you have like a different drive, that's also cool, go for it. ISO, so you can go for ISO file. If you have if you download, you can go for ISO file. Okay, so in here operating system, you can choose what kind of operating system you plan to install. For this example, we can select Linux or Windows depending on your preferences. So I'm going to choose probably Linux. So I'm going to skip this stuff. I'm going to say whatever the Ubuntu 64-bit. You can skip, but if you really want to go for ahead, you can choose whatever the system you want to install. And actually I need the ISO file. I don't have the ISO file now, but if you have the ISO file, find it and select that file. After that you click next. Okay, now in here you can assign a memory. So normally you have a computer, you have a memory assigned. So in here you can choose MB. Okay, 2000 MB is 2 GB, so like that. Processors, so I'm going to keep 2 processors, like that. But remember that if you have a powerful computer, you can create more virtual machines. But if your computer's even slow, then creating a virtual machine is not going to worth it. I mean, your machine also going to be slow, too slow. So make sure your computer is, at least you have good, your machine, the host machine, at least 8 GB. I recommend more than 60 GB. By 8 GB that's fine. More RAMs, 8 GB, that's fine. But you can go for one machine, because these days the OS operating system need more memories and CPU usage. But some OS you don't need that much for testing purposes. But if you really want to play around, you better upgrade your host operating system, so you can have multiple automation running, and you can choose the how much CPU usage you want to give. Like one example, if you want to create a domain environment like network environment, you boot up Windows server and give like 4 GB for domain controller, and memory 4 GB, actual memory 4 GB, and CPU 2% CPU, that's domain controller, and 2 web servers. So like a isolated environment, like a test environment, like totally separate network to run on your single machine. For that, your host need to be powerful. So if you run 5 or 6 virtual machines, your machine is going to be slowed down, and it's going to fail down, and it will go all the way down, like blue screen or whatever screen, it will pop up. That's it. So you cannot the machine cannot control the weight of the VMs. So that's why you need to have a good host machine to run multiple VMs. If you plan to run one virtual machine for hacking stuff, that's fine. I mean, only one virtual machine, fine. But if you want to have multiple virtual machines running simultaneously, then your host need to be powerful. So I'm going to click next. You can see, you can find the disk size. I'm going to say 25 GB. I'm going to say next. So this is the summary. So you can see I create machine name test VM. I didn't choose my ISO image, but if you go to download the Linux ISO image, assign that ISO image, then it will get that and you're going to install. And I have 2 GB, 2 processors, disk. That's it. I'm going to click finish. So now this is the VM. So once you start, you can see here it's powering the VM up. If I assign the ISO file, then it's going to install the OS operating system. You can see don't have ISO file or DVD, then it's not going nowhere because no operating system right now. So this is how you create a simple virtual machine once you install the VirtualBox. But my next lessons, I'm going to create dedicated for virtual machines. That's mean like for hacking, cybersecurity, for different kind of testing purposes I'm going to create. So congratulations, you have successfully downloaded, installed VirtualBox and even created your first virtual machine on your Windows computer. Virtualization opens a world of possibilities, from testing new operating system and software to practicing cybersecurity techniques without risking your main system. And remember, VirtualBox is free and open source, making it accessible for everyone looking to expand their technical horizons. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to IT Samurai Teacher for more tech guides. If you have any questions, run into any issues, feel free to leave a comment below and I'll happy to assist. Stay tuned for our next video where I will guide you through installing operating system on your virtual machine and configuring your specific needs. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on my next one.